Fellipe Andrew, the established champion, absolute champion here in Pans last year, European champion. Davi Cabral, relatively younger,
right into
newer,
that deep half.
Right into that deep half, surprise, surprise.
And passes the lapel through.
It's interesting, extra control, a relatively younger, relatively newer black belt on the scene, and yet, well, we saw in his match earlier, a beautiful knee bar victory in his quarterfinal match in the super heavyweight division.
Yeah, no, this is a little different than what we saw earlier with that lapel through. It just ensures a little bit more safety, and also if he does come up into, like a single leg finish or really any kind of sweep from here, he has a great advantage into the passing positions. So we'll see, he looks to be opening the other lapel as well. I'm not sure what he's looking to do with his left hand here. But he's scooped underneath that leg, brought the knee up to his head in this textbook deep tap position. And a lot of times in this position, it really is about patience, because this is a game of like just a tiny bit of an angle changing, and it changed all the gravity and all the weight, all the momentum, and then either a sweep or a pass can start to happen. But Fellipe Andrew does have to be careful here in this position. Like, this is not it's interesting to think that this is a top position. Yes, technically I am in half guard, but it's not
a dangerous position.
It's dangerous. It's not comfortable here.
No, he doesn't have a solid base. He's kind of sat on top of the shoulder there of Cabral.
And a double penalty.
Penalty against both men, because that's what Cabral wants. He wants to get in underneath the hips so that he can control the center of gravity and off-balance Fellipe Andrew. Fellipe Andrew needs to be very careful, because the slightest movement in any direction could give Cabral the opening that he wants to try and tip him over.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to see from the outside, but it's very easy to get swept here. And now Fellipe Andrew pinning that hand to the ground. Hopefully he's going to try to free one of his legs here to start to either move up towards the head or back towards the hips. But what he doesn't want to do is be in the middle where he's stuck right now. So we're both, we have Fellipe Andrew looking a little frustrated for another penalty, but doesn't want to do too much movement, because this is what will happen. These last minute sweeps can come up, but no.
Nice defense there from Fellipe Andrew. Beautiful work in getting rid of his leg, getting out of that very dangerous position.
That collar grip was really important, because he used that collar grip to stuff Davi's head down, almost like he was going to take the back.
Oh, look at that. Guard pulled to a sweep single, and comes up on top now is Fellipe Andrew. That was smart. That was really smart.
Very smart.
And fast.
Yeah, I almost blinked and thought it was just a takedown. I almost missed the guard pull. Very, very fast. Came up on that sweep single into the closed guard. And we haven't seen too much closed guard action. Oh, big.
See, though, the pass, you'd think that Fellipe is passing, but Davi is almost happy to let the guy start passing, because it draws him into this half guard game that he loves so much, that he's so good at.
So right here, I think we'll see Fellipe Andrew bring his right knee to the hip of Davi, which is going to prevent Davi from swimming his left hand under and going to that same deep half position that we saw before. So Fellipe Andrew's doing a great job of keeping his right knee towards Davi's hip. So if he can sprawl that leg back, then he can go into more of a smashing half guard. And he might even be able to come up here and go into either the mount or a little knee slice action. He has an underhook almost.
Some advice for the viewers at home. Get the split screen going as soon as possible. Gets mat 1 and 2. Mats 1 and 2 together at the same time, because Victor Hugo and Max Jimenez are facing off on the mat 2 in an ultra heavyweight semifinal. But we're gonna stay here with the action on mat 1. Fellipe Andrew and his campaign for potentially double gold.
So you see a little frustration on Fellipe Andrew's face. He was doing a good job of keeping his right knee pinned to Davi's hip, but Davi, when he advanced into the pass, Davi was ending up able to bring that left arm underneath the leg and go back into that big deep half position that he loves so much. But again, we're ending up kind of like we were in the beginning of the match when there was a penalty per person. Not a whole lot of action here, because it really is a game of patience. This is a game of angles. Any big movement could cost either person the sweep or the guard pass. And with a big hip switch, Fellipe Andrew.
Fellipe Andrew on top. And again, that hand in the collar. And now getting closer and closer to a knee slide, a knee cut pass. Much higher on the body now as well. His knee much further through. And really putting the pressure on in Davi Cabral. But Davi Cabral's control of the lapel really key to stopping that forward motion of Fellipe Andrew. Right now.
Yeah, again, just a little bit of frustration on Felipe's face, kind of just waiting for something to change.
Well,
He's looking,
just over halfway through this match as well. It's only 2-0. Cabral really wants to slow things down, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But we see a big, deep collar grip in here from Fellipe, just at least putting some pressure on the neck, but releases it. Again, very frustrating position to be in on top.
This is not Felipe's game. Like we said earlier, he has a
he
very
likes
open
space,
game.
Yes.
Yeah, he loves the space. He really thrives on the open game and loves to play, plenty of movement. And the truth is that slowing him down is the best possible strategy when facing off. But
this is a much better position for Fellipe here. He's attacking the neck. He has a deep knee slice, but he is in on the choke. Again, we go back to this over and over, attacking the head and the guard pass at the same time, passing that lapel through like we've seen him do so many times today. But here, he needs to be careful to keep his right knee close to the hip so that Davi is not able to swim underneath of that deep half again. Look, he's swimming that left hand under. Is he gonna get the leg again and go to the same deep half? But Fellipe walks that leg back once again. And we are back. We are back again. Definitely Fellipe setting the pace here, but Davi doing a good job at avoiding, this passing that we've seen a lot from Fellipe Andrew this weekend. It's no easy task.
He's coming up. You see that Cabral was tilting, was rocking to his left.
Well, he has that right grip on the pant leg, which if he is able to come up, he will be able to use that to effectively put Fellipe down. It's such a strong grip where you can elevate the person's leg and kind of rotate them up towards their head on the mat, or potentially into a passing sequence as well.
I think every gym has at least one guy who is a dangerous deep half guard player. This is the kind of match that you need to study to see how to beat them at their own game. Because the way that Fellipe Andrew has managed to shut down the attacks of Davi Cabral, really impressive. Now backstepping over the top, but this is where Cabral was able to sweep his opponent earlier in the quarterfinal match.
See if he'll be able to maybe just extract that foot. He's trying. It's going to be hard to extract that foot, though, with Davi's grip through on the lapel underneath, keeping everything cinched in. Fellipe Andrew almost looking bored a little bit sometimes.
Is. Yeah, I don't think he enjoys kind of playing this kind of jiu-jitsu.
No, he does not.
He's not into the strategic style. He's out there for the kill.
Just
he
looking
loves
around.
Those scrambly like wrestling matches with throwing each other around. Now he gets out of the guard, and now he's onto the attack.
Almost looking at like a reverse triangle here, locking
Cabral
it up, standing.
A standing reverse triangle. This is incredible, Fellipe Andrew.
This is tight. A toe hold as well. Gonna finish the toe hold here. I bet there's gonna be a tap any second.
What kind of attack is this, really? Now Fellipe Andrew comes on top. Still has that locked in reverse triangle. And gets 3 points for the guard pass as well, because that, of course, was all initiated from inside the guard. So scores.
Triangle's open, back into side control. See if he can avoid going back inside that half guard.
I mean, that would be the smartest move here. There's less than a minute remaining in this match. But Cabral manages to recover a little quarter guard action.
Again, we're gonna see him swim that right grip underneath. He comes up with a pant grip.
Up.
Could put him down here, needs to keep him in bounds, and disconnection here, so back to a neutral position from the standing.
Will we see Andrew try one last takedown? No, we will not. There's a guard pull from Davi Cabral, but so late in this match.
Now this is a much better position for Fellipe because he does have that far underhook. He's able to kind of dive right into a mount.
The chin. Wow. 9 seconds of this match here, and a near pass attempt there from Fellipe Andrew, and trying to get that knee slide with this underhook. Davi Cabral has proved very tricky and done a very good job of tying up Fellipe Andrew at times, but the moment, and they were tiny openings, but the moment that Fellipe Andrew was able to extricate himself from those tie-ups, man, I mean, that's why you want to slow down Fellipe Andrew. That's how dangerous he is, right? Jumping on that reverse triangle. And
that was the most, neutralized I'd seen him today.
we're going to move over very quickly onto mat 2 and catch the last half of this match right here, because we've got in front of us on mat 2, we got the big boys. We got two of the